afternoon. This is Rich Nass with Open Systems Media, and I'm here for this week's installment of 5 Minutes With. This week, I have Michel Desbard. He is the CEO of Crocus Technology. Good afternoon, Michel. How are you?
Hey, good afternoon, Rich. I'm great. Thank you.
Good. I am very glad to hear it. So it sounds like you are not calling in from the Bronx. Is that true?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. All right.
I'm calling from beautiful California.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's not what I was really thinking when, based on your accent, but I'll take that. Okay. So you're the CEO of Crocus Technology, and one of the things you guys specialize in is magnetic sensors. What exactly are these magnetic sensors, and why would I want one?
Well, maybe just two brief things on Crocus. We've been around for more than 8 years now, focusing on developing a unique technology, magnetic technology, from which we derived magnetic sensors. What are magnetic sensors? Basically, they are magnetic sensors are devices used for detecting and measuring magnetic fields. It allows to detect and measure current. It also allows to switch on and off some electronic devices. And you can also use magnetic sensors for measuring angle and positioning on the industrial models or automotive applications. We basically are targeting 3 different markets. The first one is the industrial market, where the products are being used into the smart meter for measuring exact current passing through your metering and allowing utilities, factories, and companies to send you the right bills, unfortunately. Sensors are also being used in data centers, for instance, on each server, you can measure current and control the power consumption for every server and detect if there are some abnormal peak on the usage. The global usage of the sensors industrial market, it's a long-term market. It's harder to penetrate, but you are there for a long time, and it's very recurrent business. The second market is the consumer market, where the magnetic sensors can be used into products such as notebooks, tablets, smartphones for switching on and off your devices. When you open it or when you close it, it allows to switch on and to switch off the product. And of course, we cannot forget into this consumer market, the IoT market, where our products can be used in a smart green plug, which, for instance, would allow you to control your home plug on the remote, on the apps on your smartphone. It also goes to the white good appliances, such as washing machine and dishwashers, and same thing for the whole home alarm system, where you can use it as switching on and off and detecting if the doors and windows are being opened or closed. The third one, which is the third market we are addressing, which is the automotive market, which is also a long-term market. It is being used into detecting and rotation, speed, angular sensing. For instance, you have on the ABS system, you have always 2 sensors which are detecting the angle, the positioning, and remember that you have 4 ABS per car. The 2 sensors per car is 8 sensors per car globally, and you have 100 million cars per year which are being built, so it's a potential market of 800 million sensors per year. You also have sensors into the engine for the camshaft. You have sensors into the gearbox. You have a sensor even for seat positioning. So the automotive market is a huge market potentially for us long term. And the trick of this technology we have is that we are capable of doing above 150 degrees C temperature. So this for the automotive market is a very important trick. So the market is huge. It's a regular market, progressing 10% a year. The global estimate of the magnetic sensor market is about $2 billion today, 10% growth per year. And the very encouraging thing is that we are misplacing the old technology which were developed 30 to 40 years ago, like current transformer, coil, reed switch. And so we are basically capturing a faster market share of this global $2 billion market. So we'll be growing faster than the global magnetic sensors market.
Okay, that was a lot of stuff there, and you actually answered most of the questions I had in my head as you were going through them. One of the questions certainly pops out. While you have a competitive advantage, are you Is there any concern that these sensors can be mass-produced in some of the places that really specialize in mass production and do it a lot cheaper than you could do it, like something like out of China?
Well, we're not. We are because by nature we know that the Chinese competition is always challenging and can naturally tend to dump the price and work with a thin margin or sometimes not even margin just to capture market share. But the competition is quite limited. The reason is that we at Crocus, for instance, we have invested over $300 million globally over the last 8 to 9 years of existence, and not many semiconductor company can find and raise money of that kind of amount to introduce such and develop such a product and technology. Additionally, we are bringing high value add to the customers with our high quality, reliability, and very long endurance, proven long endurance of the product. For instance, we already passed the 100 million switching cycle for the product, which is more like equivalent to 1,000 years. So that gives you high quality of the capabilities of the product. So we can, and we believe that offering such a high level of quality product will differentiate from the low-end Chinese product. However, we are also, of course, investing significantly into making sure that we have a global supply chain which is competitive, and we try to manufacture at the lowest price we can, and we also use some Chinese supply in order to participate to that. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that definitely answered my question. And we're almost out of time, but I just have one more question.
Yeah.
What is your involvement with your customers? I would imagine that there has to be a fairly deep involvement because you want to make sure that they're maximizing your technology. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are deeply involved with every customer. We have established application labs in California and in France for supporting Europe, and we are going to do the same thing with Asia by establishing some local field application engineers which are based locally and which are supporting the customers. We are developing a complete board solution for them and supporting them, and we have basically an on-time support to any customers in the world, wherever they are, Europe, US, or Asia. So we are deeply involved, and we are tracking every development they are doing and providing them a regular support for that.
Okay, well, that's fantastic, but I'm afraid we are officially out of time now. That was Michel Desbard, the CEO of Crocus Technology, and I am Rich Nass of Open Systems Media, and I want to thank you for your time, Michel.
Thank you, Rich, for your time, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.